all sorts of fun things today. Looks like we got a good question. Starting up here from Fembox. Fembox is like one of my. I say you're the solutions manual, Fem. Like, if you get the same answer I get, I'm like, good enough for me. I'm pretty sure it's right. Fembox got the same answer. I'll count it. You have to have at least 2 numbers in the set. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One sec. Let me get the TikTok chat running real quick. I always gotta like sign in or something for this to work. Also, I wish my timer would work here on TikTok. I think it is working on. This is kind of silly. Come on. What do I need to do to get you to work? Reset? Yeah, maybe reset. Do I need to reset you? No. Don't want to work. Sometimes you need to just delete things. Odinroot, you already got a submission in. I appreciate that, dude. Odinroot's always like on the ball, dude. He's like, here, I'm here. Yeah, let me just add this in real quick. Cause this should run. I don't know why it's not. Oh, there it is. Oh, it is running on TikTok now. Oh, there we go. One sec. I'm getting it. Yeah, the timer I think is really cool. Cause I did have a lot of students in the past being like, yo, like when does this stream actually end? Alright, here we go. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. Let's drop that right there. Perfect. Okay. Jeff says A plus 1 equals 296 can't work because the left side is odd. Right, yeah. And an odd number plus an even number will always be just another odd number, right? That's like the parity rules that we have. And so you think, oh, I think, okay, we need a general formula from A to the A plus N. So, okay, very cool. N times 2A plus N is equal to 592. Well, wait, where is that coming from? Oh, sorry. My Twitch chat stopped working for a second. There we go. That should be working now. Right, because kind of my first impression when I see this is to think, okay, well, that's pretty close to 300, right? So couldn't we do something, I don't know, kind of close to it, right? Like 149 plus 148. Yeah, it has to be sequential. That's the rub, right? But if we did 149 plus 148, I think we get 297, right? 148 plus 149. Yeah, we get 297. But then if I do 147 plus 148, I get 295. So that's not what we want, right? This is 297, and then like 147 plus 148. Tita Lope, how do I join? Okay, there's a website there, actualofficehours.com. If you just go to that website, you should see a way to drop in a screenshot of a question, and I'll go over it on the stream here. There's only one question in the queue so far. I mean, we've only been streaming for probably like 5-10 minutes, but Odinroot's always like quick on the game, quick on the draw. Okay, so maybe Jeff, what if we did like 3 numbers? And wait, so where's this 592 coming from? See, because if I do an odd plus an odd, that gets me an even. And then plus another even should be an even, right? Estrogen max. I started taking creatine, Odinroot. You're gonna be so proud of me. I'm thinking about like just divide by 3. So that's close to 100, right? So for instance, if we did 98 plus 99 plus 100, isn't that That's 297. Dude, I'm ready for the what? Yeah, I am, dude. Oh, fuck. I see. You had your physics midterm. How'd it go, dude? I am ready for the water weight. I've been drinking so much water recently, Odin. Sorry, I need it to be an even number. So I need... Wait, 2 odds isn't... Wait, then I need 4 numbers. I think I need 4. Right? You don't think you did well? Uh-oh. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, what if we do, like, an odd, right? Plus an even. Plus an odd. Plus an even, right? That would give me an even number. So, I think somewhere around 75, right? Because 75 times 4 is 300. So maybe like 75, 74, 73, 72. I think I'm seeing a pattern here, right? So I need to be 4 off of 300, okay? And this means I will be 1 off of 300. This means I will be 2 off of 300, right? Because 4 times 75 would have got me the full 300. And then, oh man, but this means then I'm 3 off. Oh shit. What's up, chat? Okay, let's see, Nicola, let me, yeah. Hi, Dr. G, I got my exam score back, and I did bad. The low was a 19? Jesus Christ, dude, what? You know you designed a bad exam if the low is a 19. The mean and median was 60. He's got a curve. You have to curve if the mean and median is 60. And the high was a 92. Okay. So, I mean, wait, how bad did you do? Are you close to the mean and median, or are you like really, really far down there, unfortunately? The fact that the mean and the median are both around 60 is interesting, because what does that tell us, guys? In terms of stats, it means that there isn't many outliers, right? It means things are kind of normally distributed, or it's symmetric at least around 60. But not the low. Congratulations, good. Static equilibrium is very important. Yeah, maybe see what he curves is what I would say. And then talk to other students. And then I'm gonna have a meeting actually with some like UCLA adjacent professors tomorrow. So I'll bring up what's happening to try to see if there's actually some ways to move forward from it. In terms of like some sort of formal complaint, maybe. Because, yeah, if he's fucking up, dude. It's not nice. Anyway, so this doesn't work, right? Can't do this. Oh, wait a minute. Fem. What if we did... Okay, what if I do this? Plus 76, right? Okay. Now we're 2 off, we're 1 off. Oh, but we're 1 up. Shit, this doesn't work either. LaCouch says, your videos got me through physics 1, 2 years ago. Oh, dude, thanks, bro. I'd love to hear that, please. Yeah. I'm glad it's doing well. What's up, Harshit? I see you in the chat. Let me 1 sec. I'm dealing with questions. Then I can bring you up on the stage and stuff. Fem, can I call you Fent? No. Fem's name is Fem, not Fent. Fent is bad. No. So here's my question to you, Fembox. On this question. Can you give me a hint? Can you tell me how many numbers it's gonna take? I think it's gonna take either... It was either 2... Wait, no, because that's an odd and an even. That doesn't work. And then odd... Oh, you could do an odd and an even. Are you winning yet, son? That would be too much of a hint. I agree it would be. Can you tell me if I'm on the right path at least, maybe? On my last test, everyone I talked to got between 20 and 40%. Jesus. That's terrible. Honestly, that's the... When that happens in a class, that's because the teacher's, like, fucked up. Y'all didn't fuck up. If the class average is, like, that low, then the teacher did a really bad job at gauging how difficult to make the exam. Or they didn't teach you anything, and that's their fault too. You and Jeff are going to crush it. I'm trying to remember, like, okay, odd plus an odd is even. Okay, so if we did it in, right, if we did the 3-man, right, this doesn't work. Can't do this. This was my attempt to do like a 4-way, right? The 3-way attempt would be, let me think, like 100, 101, and 99. Because in this case, I need 2 odds and an even. But that's 1 below, 1 above. So that doesn't help me. Because I need to be 4 below. Oh, what's up, Bing Bong? You hate chemistry. I'm sorry. I like chemistry. I think chemistry is pretty fun. Okay. What if we did 98, 99, 97? That doesn't work though, right? Isn't that because this is now 3 below? So -3. This is like -2, -1. Okay. So 3 doesn't work. 4 doesn't work. Maybe 5. Let's try 5. Let's try a 5-man. Let's try a 5-man approach to this. So that's got to center around 60. Good. What am I trying to find? Here's the question. What is the only set of consecutive natural numbers whose sum is 296? I'm gonna spend like another minute or two on this just to see if I can get it. It's always good. I love having like little warm-up questions, and then I'll hit the queue for like all the other questions you guys are asking. But it's a good little like warm the stream up, try to get the brain working. So you need consecutive natural numbers. So that means like 1, 2, 3, or like 4, 5, 6, and any amount of them that eventually adds up to 296. I'm going about a way of like trying to brute force it. I'm trying to like see a pattern by guessing, like, okay, if I have 5 consecutive numbers, how would I do this? Right? And there's some interesting things with what we call like parity. Parity refers to like things having one of 2 states, right? Parity would be like odd versus even, right? And what you learn, right, is that like an odd plus an even number is going to be an odd number. And then like an odd plus an odd is equal to an even. And then an even plus an even. I do physics all the time. I'll do physics today, yeah. This is just like a little math puzzle someone submitted to me. I am a doctor. I'm a doctor of physics. I'm not a medical doctor. My PhD's in physics. I've definitely covered torque. We did a great torque question yesterday. Where was this torque question? No, not this one. No, not this one. Not this one. This one, yeah. Someone submitted this to me yesterday to go over. This was kind of a engineering like statics torque question. How long are you going to stay live? Good question. There's a timer down there. So this is a new thing I added because a lot of you guys were asking for this. So I listened to my audience. There's now a timer on all the screens that should tell you when the stream will end. So you can kind of gauge based on like when you submitted a question, how much time I have left. Usually I will spend anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes per question. If it takes longer than that and I'm not making progress, I'm going to toss it just to, you know. The timer's kind of hidden on YouTube. Oh, because it's at the top left, right? Yeah, I don't know where else to put it. Okay. Well, you tell me. Where do you think would be better? Diz. I do A-level questions for sure. I do stream on weekends. Again, actualofficehours.com. There's a schedule there. If you click on it, you'll see the Google Calendar for the schedule. Yes, the website. Yes, you guys know where it is. Yeah, go to the website. Any questions you have, they are probably answered on that website. Yeah. But yeah, someone on YouTube, please tell me like where you think the timer should go instead. That's the only place I could think to fit it, but I could put it lower. Y'all tell me. What you can do is try to find 296 divided by an odd number. Okay. But 296 is even. So it can only be divided by an even number, right? I believe so. Wait, is that true? No, you could divide it by an odd number if you could get something to work. Yeah, you're right. You need an odd times an even is what you need. Get the general formula for a plus 1 plus a to the n. Fine, okay. Okay. So A plus 1 plus A plus 2. This is what we're saying? Plus A to the N. Plus, right, good, like plus dot, dot, dot. Top right would work better. Let me do that real quick. Sorry. Thank you guys for being patient. I want to make sure all this stuff works. 1 sec. Countdown. Let's move it. There you go. Is that better? Sorry, my son called me. It's okay. Yes, and note that 296 is divisible by 37. Oh, shit. Okay. Lower at 15%. I can try to... How about right there? Is that good? There's a little bit of a delay, obviously. I could maybe put a background to it, too, honestly. Okay, 1 sec. What is 296 divided by 37? Where's my calculator? $296 divided by 37. It's 8. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. So, I mean, that's just like a cool thing, I guess. Because, are we going to build 8 numbers around 37? So, for instance, 37 plus 38. Oh, this is super... Oh, I see how this works. Plus 39. Oh, this is super cool, actually. Way better, thank you. I think it does. And so here's the reason why, right? So we know that 8 times 37 equals 296. So then I need to build summations around that. Wait. But I don't think 8 numbers would work. Wait, whoa. Right? It would need to be an odd number of things, right? 1 sec. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. What if you took the 2 nearest whole numbers that add up to 296 and then find consecutive numbers that add up to those? What's up, Equity? Good to see you. Yeah, I don't think this will work, right? Because, first of all, I need 8 numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then like 8. This is the problem, right? This is going to be plus 1. This is minus 1. That's great. And then this is minus 2. This is plus 2. And then this is minus 3 plus 3. But then the issue is that's 7 numbers. And I need 8 of them. Felix says E times E minus 1 over 2. Okay, Jesus, wait, what? I think you have to search for whole S and E. That would be too long. Okay. All right, the queue's already gotten up to 7 questions. I'm going to punt on this one real quick. Very cool, like, little teaser here, Fembox, but let me work on the queue real quick. If anybody else in my chat wants to try to solve this question and post it in our Discord, which we have... Where is it? Sorry, where's my homework help? Yeah. Here, I'm gonna make a post for it if you guys want to go through it. And I'm gonna go help out some of you guys with your questions real quick. Look, how saying you think you got it? All right, cool. Here, join my Discord. And then submit this as like a... I'm going to put a thread for it. If you get it right, I'll give you currency in my server, which you can use to buy gift cards. Cool. There you go. All right, there's a question. If you want to go through it, let me go through the queue real quick. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. Use Taylor's formula to find out a product. Dude, Odin Root, why are you hurting me, dude? Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Use Taylor's formula to find the quadratic approximation of this around the origin of that. Is this like a Taylor expansion? I just learned it today. Sorry, Unc. It's okay, dude. My man. Okay. All right, first of all, what the fuck is Taylor's formula? So, I like Paul's math notes. I'm going to go Paul's math notes, and we're going to say Taylor's formula. You just learned this? Oh, wow. The algorithm knows, bro. You want to teach it to me? But I need it for 2 variables, though, right? Paul's math notes, Taylor's formula, and then it's like 2 variables, right? I'm gonna tell you if it's right. Oh, I appreciate that, dude. Okay. Yeah, like, I know what a Taylor series is for 1 variable. How do you do it for 2? Okay. Let's see the question. This is it. All right. So there are like some standard Taylor series that we know about, right? So what's one of, let's and they said centered around 0, 0. So this to me makes me think it's like a Maclaurin series, right? So Maclaurin series or Taylor series that are centered around 0. Let me get the common ones real quick. These are ones that you should like kind of know. Yeah, here we go. You look at F0Y and FX0. What's up, lol? Okay, so these are the common... This is potato resolution. What? Bro, excuse me? Can I see this, like, better than... What the fuck? There they are. This is what I want. Copy image. I can't even read this. This is so blurry. Oh, hell no. I'm in grade 11 physics. This isn't physics. This is math. This is vector. This is calculus 3. Is what this is. But I will do, like, physics questions. Don't you just take derivatives and then solve for y prime? You do if it was a 1 variable. This is a multivariable Taylor series. So, okay. Right off the bat, this kind of looks like this one, right, guys? Maybe that's just, like... can I do pure math? Depends how pure. I have people in my channel that definitely can. There are people in my audience that for sure can. All right, what if we said this is the same thing as 2 times 1 over 1 minus u? And then let's say that let u equal to 3x plus 2y. Right? Because now this looks like a common series, I know, right? So... instead of saying fxy, let's say like f of u is equal to 2 over 1 minus u. This would be the same thing. And again, it's centered around 0, 0. So that's when x equals 0, y equals 0. Great. And if x equals 0, y equals 0, then u also equals 0. So this is the same thing as 2 times the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of u to the n. Yeah? Okay. So is that just like sorry. What is that? That's just 2 times 1 plus 3x plus 2y to the first plus 3x plus 2y to the second. I mean, how many orders did they want to go? Oh, they want a quadratic approximation. Oh, that's just this then. No? Quadratic is up to like power 2. So, okay. Is that 2 plus 6x plus 4y plus 9x squared plus 4y squared plus, what was that, 12xy? I mean, that seems pretty legit. 9x squared plus 4y squared. See, I don't think I need to do derivatives though. I think I can just see this as basically a Maclaurin series. And, just, work smarter, not harder, right? Don't hurt yourself if you don't need to. Plus 2. Cool. I think that's the approximation. Okay. Oh, wait. I fucked up. This 2 needs to multiply by everything. So I needed to boost these as well. My bad. I make mistakes sometimes. This is 18x squared plus 8y squared, and then this is 24. Okay, cool. Same ideas as one variable. Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right, Odin, you tell me Unk, or what, YN, whatever you guys call yourselves, your generation. Is this kind of like how we do it? Thank you. Nice. I appreciate my cause. Yeah, I did fuck that up. Yeah, you're good. I did it to that, but then I fucked this one. I screwed it up. What's up, MZs? Yeah. I think this is done, dude. I think this is good. Yeah. Because then what is it asking for? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I think that's a quadratic approximation. You tell me, Odin, if that's right. Or anyone else on my math channel. I think it's good. Alright, that was Odin.
Well done.
Download this image in for you. I think the clever thing here is just recognizing that it looks like a pretty familiar Maclaurin series. I can. All right. Okay, that was Odin's. Next one is Seesock Jeb. Ooh. Variation in electrical resistance. We're doing circuits now. I like circuits. Odin says, the way I learned it is that we have to take partials and stuff. I think maybe that's how they want us to solve it, but I think that works too. He says he's suspicious. Yeah, I mean... Which math courses do you know? I know up to probably like DiffyQ. Let's see this. Okay, this one is from Seesock. Says, okay, the resistance produced in wired resistors. Okay, cool. So this is the equation for parallel resistors. Great. Show that DR is equal to this. Oh, okay. So we're just implicitly deriving this. Is that what we're doing? This is fun. So this is physics, or maybe like it's electrical engineering, but we're end up having to do like Calc 2 on it. Or this is Calc 1 maybe. Okay, sure. So that tells me that R is equal to 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 to the negative 1. Yeah, we're differentiating. Yeah, right. So if I want to get dr, okay, the way I do implicit differentiation is I just say everything is a derivative, and then every time I do a derivative of something, I have to like kind of mark down like what that derivative was. So this, I believe, is going to become, right, dr, and then this is going to become negative 1, and what is that going to be, right? That's going to be 1 over r1 plus 1 over r2 squared to the minus 2. This is a chain rule, yeah? And then I need to take the derivative of things individually. So the derivative of 1 over r1 is negative 1 over r1 squared dr1. And then that's going to be minus 1 over r2 squared dr2. Right? And is that literally what they had? Well, let's see. Okay. So I don't like this minus sign. Well, the minus sign I can bring in here and just make everything positive, right? So we have dr1 over r1 squared plus dr2 over r2 squared. And then that's all divided by 1 over r1 plus 1 over r2 squared. Good. K2 says, how do I bring in the x, how do I bring in the minus 2 exponent? Well, okay, so anything to the minus 2, like for instance, like 3 to the minus 2, that's the same thing as 1 over 3 squared. It's and we can expand that eventually. I hope I don't need to. I don't like this minus sign. I don't, Zach. I was like, get out of here, dude. Shout out to Zach. Zach's great. One of the other awesome math streamers. Someone was asking in my channel, like, if I do pure math, and Zach is a pure math guy, or he can do pure math for sure. You can replace the denominator with R2 squared. Zabian, yo, that's actually a brilliant idea. Oh, I love that, Zabian. Zabian, dude, my man, dude. Yes, Zabian brings up a really cool. See, I wouldn't have seen that actually. You know, props to you, dog. Right. We know this statement is true. I mean, that's what we started with. So if I just square both sides, right? This squared is equal to this squared. Right? Oh, that's fucking cool. So this right here is the same thing as 1 over r squared. That's so smart. Zach, he's e to the 2i pi. So this is 1 over r squared. Man, that's fucking genius. Big brain moment right there, dude. Okay, cool. So then you just, right, dividing by fractions, bring it on the top. That's r squared times all this. Thank you for showing me that, Zabian. That was pretty cool, man. Cool. And I think this is exactly what this is, right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Right. Okay, cool. Yes. So then you end up, this is all equal to dr. So then you get that dr is equal to r over r1 squared dr1 plus r over r2 squared dr2. How long does it take to go from algebra to trig? A year. I think that's usually a year in most schools. Okay, nice. Okay, cool. Nice. Cool. Let me here. I'll see if I can answer part B and part C for you real quick. If not, I might just because the queue's getting kind of long. I might have to go to the other questions. But let me see this real quick. That's part A at least. Okay, you have designed a 2-resistor circuit like the one shown below to have resistances R1's at R2's at. Great, but there's always some variation. Okay, sure. So the variation in manufacturing is probably what this DR1 is. Will the value of R be more sensitive to variation in R1 or more sensitive to variation in R2? Great. Well, looking at the equation here, right? Whichever one has the bigger ratio here is going to be more sensitive to variations in R1 and R2. So the bigger ratio is the one with the smaller denominator. So I would say R1. I would say R1 more sensitive, yeah? Nice. Yeah, does my Discord link work? I hope it does. Yeah. Also, yeah, if you go to the website where people are submitting questions, again, it's just like actualofficehours.com. There are all the links. So you can see the queue. These are the questions that are currently being asked. You can click on them. You can see like whose questions being submitted if you want to work on it yourself. And then we also have our streaming schedule. So this is where like me and Zach and some other streamers show every time we stream. So if you're asking when I'm streaming right now. And then tomorrow Zach has a stream about math stuff if you want to go check him out in the morning. And then also there's Twitch. So if you're watching us on TikTok or YouTube, it's in vertical format because that's just what they prefer. But it's a little bit easier to see what we're doing if it's horizontal, and that's on Twitch. So you got to watch, if you want to watch it horizontally, like if you're on your desktop or laptop, go watch it on Twitch there. And then you can click here to join a Discord. And if you have money and you want to donate, because we are a 501c3 nonprofit, I do this all totally for free. You can click here and donate. I think we accept crypto too. So if you're like a crypto millionaire and you just want to give me some ether, I will take it and I will use it to buy more prizes for kids to do better in school. So, Mathematic confirmed your answer on the Power Series, by the way. Yeah, the YouTube, I only stream YouTube vertical because YouTube horizontal is absolute garbage metrics. Yeah. I only have so much bandwidth, so I have to pick, and I pick vertical. Okay, in another circuit, so let me know if this makes sense. R1 is more sensitive because R over R1 is greater than R over R2. In another circuit like one, you plan to change R1 from 20 to 20.1 ohms. That's cool. All right, so that tells me DR1 is equal to 0.1. And then R2 is going to be equal to minus 0.1 ohms, right? by about what percentage will this change R? Oh. Okay. So percentage, that's dr over r. That's what they're asking for, I think. Then times 100, right? Okay, so that's equal to... So first of all, I got to figure out like what r is. In this case, r equals 1 over 20 plus 1 over 25, all to the minus 1. This is kind of calc too. I think this is physics. This is like circuits. So let's just get that. Okay, so r is equal to... I just don't want to do the math. Let me get my calculator real quick. I'm trying to speed run this. You'll see I have a new timer on the streams, so that you guys wondering when I'm ending the stream, you can see when I'm ending it. So we have an hour and 57 minutes before I have to go and teach somebody else. Do I like combinatorics? I do when I get the answer right. Otherwise, they are painful. But yeah, I can try to answer them. Zach is probably better at them, honestly, than I am. Okay, so R is equal to 11.11. Dude, yeah, when we hit 10k subs, yeah, maybe I will do a subathon, whatever thing. We're close. I think on YouTube we're almost at 9k. Okay, so this is equal to... So dr over r. So that's equal to... what is that? 11.11 over R1, which is 20 squared times 0.1. Let me move this over. I can definitely do that. Yeah, that is in my wheelhouse for sure. 11.11 over 25 squared times minus 0.1. So that's just dr. And then so dr over r would equal all of that divided by 11.11. So, yeah, not too bad. I could cancel one of the r's, but I'm not going to. I believe it for... Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the timer's for when the stream is over. Just so, like, I feel kind of bad when people are submitting questions and I literally have, like, 5 minutes left and I'm like, sorry, I won't get to it. But maybe I'll have a system where those go into, like, a pile on my server and I could make incentives for students to, like, do them, like, on their own. That's another cool idea, right? I have all these ideas, but I only have so much time. Okay, I'm going to store this value as x, just to make life easy. Dude, yes. Dude, please tune into a Zach stream. He's streaming tomorrow. Again, on my website, you can see when he's streaming. I invite you to please, yes. If you want to ask about pure math, Zach can help you out. I'm not as well versed on the pure math. Wait, sorry, what are we doing? Sorry, x divided by 20 squared, great, times 0.1 plus x divided by 25 squared times minus 0.1, right? Teach me complex numbers. Yeah. Cool. It's that, and then we divide that by x again. Cool. So 0.1%. Yeah. So 0.1%. And you're done. Nice. Good question. Ooh, the couch potato. You solved the Fembox question?
Well done.
Oh, smart. Sorry, let me pull this in. And then here, let me save this. So this was, I think, Kosk. And then, sorry, let me, my chat keep up. So much in the chat today. Y'all are very active today, which I'm happy about. But might need a little bit of time to catch up. Okay. This was Seesock Jeb. Cool. Seesock Jeb. Office hours tag. And then one sec. Let's see real quickly. This was the question at the beginning of the stream. And it looks like Couch Potato came up with a solution for it. This was me poorly attempting it. So it was like, what set of consecutive numbers is the sum equal to 296? And this is what... Look, Couch Potato got. Okay. 11 through 26. Oh, fascinating. Right, so we agreed it had to be an even number of terms, right? And then okay, so and you figured out where that was centered around 18.5. Oh, this is smart. Okay, cool. Interesting, it starts on an odd, right? And it ends on an even. And then I see, because if the center is 18.5, then this was like minus 0.5, this is like plus 0.5. And so as long as you have an even number of terms here and even number of terms here, you're good. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's genius. Nice. Good job, Couch Potato. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's a very smart solution. I see how it works. That's cool. All right. Let me see what the Q's at. 6, 7. Yeah. Kara says my physics 1B professor on my FYP. Yeah, what's up, dude? Did you take my the summer course I taught? I taught physics 1B this last summer at UCLA. All right. Felix says hard and easy. Felix, I'm gonna probably take the easy one just because. A couple submissions today. You're in 1C. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. Who's teaching it? Do I know anything about Samani or Neiman? Yeah, I would take Samani over Neiman for sure. Samani's a G. He's like he was my TA when I was in grad school. Neiman I worked with, but he's more of a research guy. Samani is at UCLA just to teach. He's a teaching professor. So he may be a little tough, but he's an excellent teacher. He's a really good teacher. Okay, let me see. What did you give me, Felix? What are these? This is apparently easy. I might need Zach to help me out here. Corbin, classic. Yeah, Corbin's been there forever. Again, I would have loved to teach this quarter, but UCLA is like, I don't know. They need to like get their act together. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. I'm just like, I'm cool. I'll check in with you guys next year. Corbin is so bad. Yeah, watch out. Nicola says Corbin is so bad. There, Caro. Alright. Given gn plus 1 of x is equal to g of x plus f of g of n of x, g0 of x is equal to x, and g of x is equal to x plus 1, find the function f of x. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is saying that, like, the next term... This is not an easy person, and the person knows that. Yeah, all right. I'm going to give it a couple minutes. If I can't do it, I'm going to skip down to do the next ones. Yes. Thank you, LaCouch, for coming by, dude. Appreciate your solution. Thank you for posting it in our Discord. That's really awesome of you. Thank you. Let's see how I approach it. Zach knows the solution. Okay. So the next term, so I feel like this is one of these like proof by induction type things almost, because like anytime I see like the next term is equal to the previous term plus a function of the previous term, and g of x. Okay, wait. So g of x plus 1 of x, isn't that equal to x plus 2? Right? Because this is now being replaced with like whatever this is, and this is equal to gx of x, which was equal to x plus 1, and then plus, not necessarily. Okay, Ethan, I can help. Submit a question, I'll do it. So f of Oh, fuck. F of x plus 1, right? It is kind of like composite functions. I mean, I don't know. I'm tempted to say f of x. F of x just has to equal to 1 in order for this to be true. Or am I not processing this correctly? Maybe Zach can help me out with this one. Apparently this is easy. And maybe I'm making it too easy. Would f of g of n of x equal 1? I mean, that's what I think. Yes. You were saying from this, right? Yeah, I feel like this should be equal to 1 because gx of x has to be equal to x plus 1. So g of x plus 1 of x must be equal to, right, x plus 1 plus 1. And this right here is gx of x. So I think f of gx of x is just equal to 1. Let's throw it in ChatGPT. I'm curious. Let's see if chat can get it. I always love seeing like what chat can do. Solve. Come on, chat. I know you can do it. Go. That only shows that f of 1 is equal to 1. Femvox says, I think the notation gx of x is maybe intentionally confusing. Well then. Do you have a chat premium? Ooh, interesting. What do you mean like a chat premium? You can send me a super chat. Like, I think you can send me money on super chat. I definitely have like that. Do you want to maybe like send me a super chat and I'll do your question next? Like that's a way to think about things. I'm thinking about like how do we monetize this so that I can continue to support the nonprofit. Oh, do I have ChatGPT Pro? Yes, I do have ChatGPT Pro. How is this office hours if you're using Copilot? I'm using ChatGPT. This isn't Copilot, dog. Like, what? Copilot? I'm checking my answer with ChatGPT. There's a difference to just using ChatGPT versus like making an attempt and then seeing what happened. What are some of your favorite free resources? Paul's Math Notes. This dude. Paul's Math Notes. Bless this man. I would, yeah, whoever this guy is, I don't know who Paul is, but I would 100% recommend his website for anything. He's got great DiffyQ, algebra, calc. Yeah. This is probably one of my favorite ways to learn math. How much better is ChatGPT Pro than the free version? I think very much better, although this one's taking a while, dude. Dude, you're having chat like choke on this, dude. How was I not going to choke on this? Yeah, Rick says, Paul's Math Notes got me through college, 100%, dude. Yeah, he's a G. I like it because he puts things in kind of this medium tier of it's not too complicated that I don't understand. Like, Wikipedia is the equivalent of going to WebMD to, like, diagnose yourself. Like, I go to Wikipedia to, like, try to learn math, and I find out, like, oh, I must have cancer. Like, I'm dead already, right? But Paul, like, doesn't get too heavy on the jargon. Wolfram Alpha is also kind of like WebMD. But I like Wolfram for before ChatGPT came out. Wolfram was great for doing like tedious numerical analyses and stuff. Yeah, bro. Wikipedia has like elite mathematicians defining triangles. Yeah, dude, it's too much. I'm like, can y'all just get a room somewhere? Like, I'm just trying to learn math. Okay, here we go. Here's a slick way to force that after x steps, you go from x to x plus 1 requirement. We want a function h such that each step's h increases by exactly 1. We can arrange that by induction. Okay. Well, now we're talking about like injective and stuff. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is apparently the answer. Felix. I'm not sure exactly where this comes from. Yeah. Or it is not a subspace, yeah. What the hell? Where did this come from, by the way? Sorry. Yeah, Shantric's like, huh? And this took ChatGPT almost 2.5 minutes to do. That's a lot of water bottles we just went through. Gx of x equals x plus 1. So h of t is equal to t times t minus 1 such that... Felix says it did get it, I guess, right? User says I'm struggling on this question. I'm going to fail my exam. Yeah, this... Okay. Felix, I love you. But I'm going to put a pin in this just so I can, like, work through things I understand. I don't understand this yet, but I'm down to go through it at some point. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy the link to this. I always, like... Wait, can I share this, please? Excuse me? Yeah, the free didn't... Yeah, no. Yeah, so here, I'm going to share my link for the premium so that y'all can at least see it. Let me copy that link. And then I'm going to post it here in our Discord. So if anybody else wants to, like, kind of look at it while I work on other questions, totally down. This was Felix. Felix easy, apparently. I don't know how this is easy, but let's I feel for his hard exams, yeah. Felix, are you a professor? I forget. Do you teach? But okay, cool. So, yeah, feel free if you want to go check out that question, learn from it. Learning from ChatGPT is a great thing. I do it all the time. I just want to make sure, because that timer's going down, I want to make sure we have enough time to go through everybody's questions. But I appreciate it, Felix. Felix says EE. He's doing electrical engineering. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna mark... One sec, let me go mark those down. I like this timer. It kind of, like, forces me to work quicker. I'm like, okay, we gotta go. Alright, marking done. Marking done. Next one is Mo Salma. Alright, let's see what you got for me, Mo. Am I the only pure math guy? You're not. No. I have a... Okay, here. I'm going to dump this here. There's a list of a bunch of other math streamers on Twitch. A lot of those guys are pure math people. Feel free to follow them and watch their streams. They're really awesome. Ooh, the center of mass. Ooh, this is fun. I kind of like this question. Okay, let's do it. Let's get rid of this. Okay. 3 uniform solid boxes are aligned as the figure below. Find the x and y coordinates of the center of mass of 3 boxes measured from the bottom left corner of the box. Consider the 3-box system. Okay, cool. So center of mass, I believe, is equal to x dm over dm. And then this is, like, within the coordinate system. So this would be center of mass in the x direction. And then, like, center of mass in the y direction would be y dm over integral dm. So, Mo, here's my question to you. Do you want me to use calculus, or do you want me to simplify it down? Like, are you allowed to use calculus? Because if this is, you know, an early high school physics question, maybe they don't want you to use calculus. Especially if it's AP Physics 1. Where do you submit? The website. Omar. The website. Always help you out. My ability is 21.21. 21. It's not 67.67. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that the center of mass in the y direction is just going to be the midpoint, right? Because these are uniform boxes. All right, well, we assume they're uniform. Dude, yes. Mathematic Fanatic says, I was going to try to do some tutoring streams soon. Do you have suggestions on how to get questions? Why can't you submit on Discord anymore? Because I have way too many people on all the other platforms. So you have to go through the website. if I don't have a website like that, I'm happy to set one up for you, Mathematic Fanatic. This didn't take very much. I could host a separate instance of it for you if you want. It wouldn't take very long for me to do it. But the other way to do it, the way we did it, but otherwise, yeah, Fanatic, just send me like a DM, and I'm happy to maybe hop on a call at some point, and I can just get it set up for you. Because it is something I'd like to maybe share with other streamers, because I think it's a cool system. What's up, Amelia? How's life? Amelia is one of my former students from UCLA. Yeah, all good, Fanatic. Yeah. All right. So center of mass in the y direction, because everything here is symmetric in reference to y. 0.350. Yo, what's up, Zev? Thanks for the sub. 0.350 divided by 2. Cool. Mr. Big Deal. I am a big deal, unfortunately. Oh, Amelia says I'm in 1C right now, and it's awful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sorry. No. Are you also here with Nicola? I think Nicola is also in 1C, and I think her questions are coming up next. Okay, so this is 0.175. And then if we want to do the center of mass of the 3 boxes... Oh, wow, a hype train. Wow, 5 gifted subs, dude. Holy shit. Thank you, Zen. Wow, we have a hype train going, dude. I haven't had a hype train go on in the stream in forever, dude. Wow, big. Love you, dude. Thank you, man. Wow, the hype train has started. I don't even know what a hype train is. But thank you. It's cooked. Party. Love that. Physics, I'm not gonna mute you, but how'd your stream go? Hype train, oh my god, yeah. We started the hype train. The hype train's on physics and physics homework. Wait, physics and depression, you were doing something cool today. I remember you had I saw your description when I was at the gym. Man, what were you doing? Remind me, please. I remember it was something fun. Enabling Lil Bro. Nicholas says, my friend who took you for 1B in the summer said that he was doing my work in your class. Yes, correct. Yes! Oh, you had a costume stream. Yes, you had a costume stream, Physics. Oh, that's so fun. Yes, oh, one sec. Well, let's check the VOD real quick. Yeah. Twitch, Physics. Physics and Depression is another awesome streamer. He does, just any sort of general, like, physics help and stuff. He's great. Physics and Depression. Yeah, let's see the VOD. I want to see. Can you skip all the questions and go over mine? Well, that wouldn't be fair to everyone who's been waiting here. One sec, let me see this real quick. I want to see his VOD. I want to see the costume you got. Or maybe it's from here. What is your costume, bro? What is this? You're a giant carrot? Is this a carrot or a blob? Please tell me what this is. That's fucking hilarious, dude. Okay. All right, let me run through this real quick. All right, so that's center of mass in the y direction, center of mass in the x direction, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to pretend that each of these, I'm going to pretend that each of these are point masses that have a center of mass located at the midpoint here. Okay, so this is going to have 0.75 kilograms, and that's going to be located at 0.15. You were a squid. Oh, I love squids. Nice. That's hilarious, dude. I still need to get my fucking costume. Okay, this is going to be located 5, right? Yeah. And then this one is going to be located a distance 0.075 away from here. So that's 0.3 plus 0.4 plus 0.075, so that's 0.775. Okay. Those are our masses. So now to find center of mass, I'm just going to add up the x coordinate times what the mass is there. So that's going to be 0.750 times 0.15 plus 1 times 0.5 plus 0.6 physics. Good. And then this is times 0.775. Wow. So physics says, I'm currently on chapter 23 of OpenStack, which is Faraday's Law. Yeah. Okay. So I have a lot of students actually in my stream here who are taking E&M physics. So I would definitely recommend if you want to ask physics and depression questions about this types of stuff when I'm not streaming, please, like, yeah, go follow him on Twitch. He's great as well. Another, like, really awesome guy who just donates his time to teach people. All right, let me get some calculator stuff. Let's calculate some numbers. What do we got? Okay, 0.75 times 0.15 plus 1 times 0.5, so just plus 0.5. And then plus 0.65 times 0.775. Nice. Okay, cool. That's 1.11625. Okay, but then we need to... so this right here, this was the sum of x times m, 0.75. So here it's 1 plus 0.75 plus 0.65. So let's divide that by 1 plus 0.75 plus 0.65. And that's going to get us an answer of 0.465 for the x center of mass. Okay, cool. So center of mass of y is that. And so center of mass x is equal to 0.465. So then the total center of mass is this coordinate, 0.465, comma 0.175. Okay, cool. All right, nice. Good. Great question there. Love it. Thank you for asking. All right, nice. That was... let's see whose that was. That was Mo Salama. Or Mo Salma. Good question, Mo. Again, I'm putting all the questions here in the Discord. So if you want to, you know, you can... all of this stuff gets recorded too. So you can always go back and watch the VODs. But I'm also posting the screenshots in Discord. So if you want to, at some point, just go through like all the questions we've covered, they're all here. Trying to keep everything like kind of organized. Okay. E&M can die in a fire. I much more enjoyed mechanics. Yeah.
Good job.
Mechanics was great. I definitely help with calculus. Yes. I do help with calculus. You can submit a calculus question. Okay. All right. So that was Mo's. Mark is done. Next question is from Daniel. What do you got from Daniel? Don't hurt me. Oh, nice. Okay, it's a physics question. Cool. This isn't too bad. Can I copy this image, maybe? Copy image. Give me a lever and a fulcrum point. Yada, yada, yada. What's up, Ava? Oh, man. Nice. Ooh, I earned a hype chain chest. Oh, hell yeah. What's this thing? Nice. Thanks, Zev, for that. I appreciate you, dude. I'm okay. Here we go. Zev, when are we going to play the finals again? I haven't played any video games in, like, forever. My top sub rankings? Yeah, are you there? You should be there, right? You're number 1 and number 2 because you had 2 different accounts. Yeah, you know, I had an interesting thing. So I talked to a lot of people at TwitchCon, and on some panels they were talking about, you know, sponsors and donations and stuff. And I went up there to the Q&As and I got on the mic and I said, hey, most of my audience are kids. Most of them are high school students. They don't have credit cards. They can't whip out and dump for subs. I don't have feet picks up for, like, thirsty dudes. So what am I supposed to do here? And, you know, they kind of told me that, hey, you know, it's a unique situation. Maybe just talk to, like, more corporate sponsors. I was at TwitchCon. I had a great time at TwitchCon Physics. I actually talked to the CEO of Twitch, and I asked him about getting a dedicated education category on Twitch. Because I said I'm not alone. Like, there are a lot of other people like me that do education, but we don't have a category. And he took my Discord down and said he'd reach out. So, I don't know, maybe something will happen. Super cool. Okay, a 12,050 kilogram car is being towed at a constant velocity. All right, constant velocity always tells us. Oh, awesome. Oh, you were there? Oh, man. Yeah. That would have been cool to see you. Next time. I'm definitely going next year. So constant velocity means acceleration is 0, which was hooked to the car with a chain at 75 degrees above the horizontal. Education on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, I was at the panel, the CEO panel. It was on Sunday, too. Which has the car hooked to... oh, I see. So this is the car. I would say get more into STEM part of TikTok, but I completely forgot it exists, so maybe don't. No, yeah, you're right. There is an official STEM category now, isn't there? I maybe should do that for them. Yeah. All right, this is 75 degrees. It's not actually 75 degrees. And then the coefficient of kinetic friction between the car and the road is 0.22. First thing, draw a free body diagram. All right, we can do that. So this is going to be the force of gravity pointing down, which is equal to 1250 times 9.8. That's mg. Then you have the normal force pointing up, which some people would say this is equal to this. It's not.
No.
Because you also have a pulling force, which is at an angle. All right, cool. I'll talk to you, Zev. Thanks again. I really appreciate the subs, dude. This has components, right? So I can say, like, this is the force pulling in the x direction, and it's also going to have components in the y direction. So we can say, like, FPY. Let's just call this, like, FP. This is kind of dynamics, I guess, yeah. And then also there's friction. So if there's friction, friction always opposes movement. So if this thing is moving to the right, force of friction is going to pull to the left. And we're going to say force of friction, which is also equal to mu k Fn. We know that from physics. Okay, and then mu k is equal to 0.22. Okay, free body diagram. I think we're done. Good. Nice. Check. How much force must a truck be applying in order to maintain constant velocity? Great. So constant velocity means that the sum of the forces in the x direction have to be equal to 0. Because sum of the forces in the x direction is mass times acceleration in the x direction. And if you're at a constant velocity in the x direction, your acceleration is gone. It's 0. So sum of the forces in the x direction, I have Fpx pulling me to the right. And then I have F friction, so minus mu k Fn pulling me to the left. And that's it. Okay, this has to be equal to 0. Fpx, we know, is equal to Fp cosine of 75 degrees. And then this is going to equal to Fp sine of 75 degrees. Right? That's just how we break something diagonal into x and y components. This is probably like AP Physics 1. It's mechanics. Okay, so I would love to solve for this. Right? So this is Fp cosine of 75 degrees. Minus mu k, which is 0.22, and then times Fn is equal to 0. Okay, but problem, I don't have Fn, right? So how do we get Fn? So in any sort of physics, kinematics, dynamics, whatever question, if you have friction, you need to also write out what the sum of the forces are in the y direction, because this formula here is what will help you solve for Fn. Sum of the forces in the y direction. Okay, let's talk shop. We have Fn pointing up. Cool. Love. I also have a component of the pulling force that's pushing up. So that's going to be plus Fp sine of 75 degrees. Okay. And then finally in the y direction, I have the force of gravity pulling me down. And so that's going to be minus Fg, which Fg was just 1250 times 9.8. Yeah, Fn is only Fg when there's no incline. Also when there are no additional forces on it pulling it up or down. That's the key thing here. Because from this, I also know that in the y direction, the sum of the forces should be 0. So that tells me that Fn can be written as a function of other things. So here, I'm going to say Fn is now equal to 1250 times 9.8. And then we're going to say minus Fp sine of 75 degrees. Okay. How do you just know everything? I mean, I've tutored it all. Dude, bro, I've been doing this for like 20 years. I'm old. Okay. Let's write some stuff out. So now I can substitute this whole thing, right, in for here. You do this all the time in physics, especially like dynamics. Solve for y, plug into x. Unk's been doing it longer than I'm alive. Yeah. True. Okay, so Fp cosine right minus this. And then this is all times this. Right? Okay. And then this is all equal to 0. So at this point, it's just algebra. You gain consciousness of learning. Nice. Struggling with Calc 1. Any tips for how to study? I used to be so good at math. Do practice problems. I always say, practice problems. More practice. You'll get good. Okay. Alright. So the goal here is to study. Sorry. The goal is always to study. But the goal is to solve for FP. And so in algebra, when this happens, when I see some variable that I'm trying to get to, what I want to do is I want to try to group everything with that variable on one side and put everything else on the other side. So I'm going to distribute this in. So let's copy. Beauty about copy paste is I can just do this like really quickly. So this is going to come to here, right? And then also we're going to have it attached to this one as well. So then we're also going to have a 0.22. And then because it's a minus that's multiplying inside, this is going to become a plus. Cool. And this is all equal to 0. Now what I do is let's move this part over here. So math-wise, I'm going to take this. I'm going to drag it if I can grab it. Grab it. There we go. All right. You come over here. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab the other two things. Okay, there you go. That goes there. That goes there. And now these two things are together. All right, we don't have the minus anymore. The minus got put on over to the other side. Okay. Let's move this over. So here's a cool thing. I can now factor out FP from both of these. And I'm going to say, okay, cool, FP. And then this is going to be cosine of 75 plus sine of 75 times that is equal to all this. And so then your last job, finally with the algebra here, is then to move all of this over to this side. Oh, W says there's an error in that one. Yeah, the notation's weird, right? I posted what ChatGPT did for its solution. I mean, I was a little confused by it, but Felix asked it. Okay, there we go. Great. I can definitely teach it. Yeah, give me a problem, I'll do it. All right. This right here is the pushing force. Cool? I'm not going to solve it because that takes too much time for me to input stuff. All right, so let's think here. So, cool. We got that one done. If the truck were to lower the angle of the hook, would you expect the required force to increase or decrease? Oh, interesting. Well, let me look at my equation here. So, this is the angle, right? So, if theta decreases for cosine, let me think. That makes this bigger, right? So that means the pulling force would be less. Okay. And because the sign here has a lower contribution. Yeah. There's a website, Void. It's right there, actualofficehours.com. So I would say force decreases. And then, for instance, like cosine of 60 degrees is bigger than the cosine of 75 degrees. So if you divide by a bigger number, you get a smaller force. So yeah, that's why I would say. Super honors, what is the optimal angle? Oh, dude, what? Oh, man. I think it's 0 probably. I mean, you're trying to maximize this. Yeah. So optimal angle to sine of 75 degrees is maximum. Sorry, not degrees. Sorry, it's just theta. So if f of x equals that, right? Then you just want 0.22 cosine theta equal to 0. So, oh, very cool. Mu k is equal to where arctangent of theta is equal to mu k. There you go. Done. Nice. Cool. Good question. I kind of... Hopefully that helps you out. Alright, we got 1 hour and 15 minutes left on the timer. And I'd be like, oh no. Like...
Oh no.
I have to go and like teach somebody else right now. Okay, cool. I'm failing my math exam. Whoever said I'm failing my math exam tomorrow. All right, let's see what Nicola's got. Okay, Nicola, this is really messed up because this is exactly from my 1B class. Like I who left alive? How do you send a problem? That website down there. Okay. Oh, damn it, dude. I can't win. I get an hour and a half into the stream and then my internet decides to start messing things up. Give me a sec. Come on, bandwidth. Come back, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. When this happens, I know what... Here, let me go reset my internet. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Is that cool? 5-minute break. And then then we'll do your question, Nicola, okay? Just 1 sec. Break.